Hi boys and girls, welcome back to History Lane. Here we meet some of our history's heroes through using our creative hands. Today we meet Yitzchak Avinu, Isaac our father, the second of the Avos, the patriarchs. One of his main occupations was digging wells, which brings us to today's activity where we will engineer our very own miniature well. Here are the supplies we will need: an empty water bottle, scissors and a hole punch or two if you have one, about 1.5 feet of thin ribbon, a 1-ounce container, 1 to 2 cups of water, a bobbin, a wooden dowel about 6 inches in length, and a square of clay. Let's begin. Cut the label off of the water bottle. Then cut off 1/4 of the bottle from the top. Try to cut around it in a way that leaves the rim as level as possible. Yitzchak lived from 2048 to 2228 or 1713 to 1533 BCE on the secular calendar. If you do the math, that's a whopping 180 years. By the way, do you know why we make a point to tell you this info in every video? Here's why. When we know when a particular person lived, it gives us context to understand more about them and how their world was different. So now more about Yitzchak himself. There was a time when he lived in Gerar. During this time, he redug 3 wells that were dug in his father's days and had been filled with earth by the Plishtim. On each side of the bottle, cut out a small insert about 1/2 inch deep and 1/4 inch wide. These cutouts should be directly across from each other. Yitzchak had to toil as he dug, but with enough effort, he revealed water that was already there from deep underground. Lay the wooden dowel across the bottle so that it nestles right into the spaces you cut out. Now that you know it fits properly, take it out to complete the next step. On one side of the bottle, directly between the 2 cutout spaces, cut a half oval shape out of the bottle. Next, hole punch or cut a small hole on each side of the 1-ounce container, which is about to become a mini bucket. Create a handle for it by threading a piece of ribbon 5 inches long through the first hole. Tie it securely, then thread the other end of the ribbon through the second hole and tie it securely as well. Cut off any loose ends. The Jewish people's work to build the Beis HaMikdash was similar to Yitzchak's work digging wells. When they built the first and second Beis HaMikdash, they had to work hard, but as a consequence of their effort, Hashem's presence was revealed there. The same idea applies to you too. You have a neshama, you have intrinsic goodness, which like the water deep underground already exists. But sometimes the Yetzer Hara hides and covers this goodness. Tie another piece of ribbon about 1 foot long to the middle of the bucket handle. Here's where the digging comes in. Your job is to be a well digger like Yitzchak and reveal the good midos that you already have hiding within. Secure the other end of the ribbon to the bobbin with a small piece of clay. Roll the ribbon around the bobbin a few times to ensure it easily passes over and around the groove of the bobbin. For example, if your instinct is to complain, you can dig within and find that piece of your neshama that feels grateful for what you have. Slip the dowel through the bobbin, then secure it in the middle of the dowel by locking it into place on either side with a small piece of clay. The same idea applies to the third Beis HaMikdash. It already exists and is waiting for us on high. We just need to put in a little more work so that it can come down and be revealed. Now here's your challenge. Can you identify a positive midah that you can work to reveal within yourself? If it unravels while you're sticking on the clay, roll the ribbon around the bobbin again. Lay the dowel and bucket device across the cutout inserts on the bottle, then fill the bottle, aka the well, with water about halfway to the top. Roll the dowel in one direction to bring up the bucket of water, then roll it in the other direction to lower it. Here's the science behind it. The dowel works like a pulley or handle found in real wells, which helps lift water more easily. Turning the dowel causes the ribbon to wrap or unwrap around the bobbin, and the bucket is lowered into and lifted from the water, reducing the effort that would otherwise be needed to retrieve water. And there you have it, your very own miniature well. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We hope to see you back again next week.